Hello, welcome to Try Animes, another unboxing video. Trying to crank these out a bit more now. I got two figures to unbox for today, since they both came in today and came in the same box. We've got Konosuba, Aqua from Konosuba by Elcoco, which is tanked in the aftermarket, unfortunately. So she was only 3,000 odd yen, so it wasn't too bad anyways. So even though she's like less than 1,000 yen, I think, from what I've seen, I'm not too bothered about that anyways. It was cheap enough that I wasn't that bothered about the hit. And probably what most people are wanting to watch this video for is the first sub 10,000 yen quarter scale. From BearPanda. So this is Konata from BearPanda quarter scale. In the first of their lineup of 4 currently quarter scales that are coming out. So this one's already released a few months ago, Surface Parcel. And then we've got one coming out in December, and then there's another one April predicted, and then one in August. So there's 4 total from BearPanda, and I have got the other 3 on pre-order. So I will be comparing all 4 of them. I'm also going to be comparing them to Mythos's Taiho and Freeing's Shion quarter scale, to see what the quality is like between, for something that's for a quarter of the price compared to these two. Although I got Taiho for a good price anyways, under about 22,000 yen, I think. And then Shion was full price at 33,000 yen when I bought her, pretty sure, at release. But now they're 44,000 yen or 40,000 yen anyways. So a quarter of the price. Is it a quarter of the quality? Things you're going to probably want, obviously, is a knife. So I'm using a pen knife to open the box. You can go with gloves if you don't want to, smudge paint off. So I'm going to try gloves today in the boxing process, just to see if it helps protect the paint, even though the paint's pretty good, adhered to figures. But this is a cheaper figure, so I just want to sort of give the paint the best shot in terms of surviving for the duration. But we'll do the Elcoco unboxing first, since also the Aqua from Elcoco, since that one's the cheapest figure. So I'll just quickly fast forward this bit. So, like Megamine, I've covered before when I unboxed her a few months ago. This is pretty much a prize figure in terms of quality. She's already pre-assembled. It's just this and the base. Obviously not in any sort of blister packing, just bubble wrapped, which is fine. I think for the price you pay for it, she was fine at the release price anyways. And then just simple hexagonal base. These with gloves, I'm not going to really get my fingerprints and smudge marks all over these. And especially the bases. Obviously these bases, especially the glossy ones, will get your fingerprints on them all the time. So it definitely makes sense to potentially people to use gloves when they're unboxing or handling their figures, especially handling them and you're dusting them off. Definitely recommend using gloves. Much less likely to smudge paint or anything going on. She looks pretty good overall. Basic paint job. The texture on the outfit is very nicely done. It's definitely a plus, I think, from Elcoco. Other manufacturers might have just left it flat and then like painted some sort of detailing on to show that it's knitted and whatnot. But yeah, she looks pretty good. No defects or anything that I can see. A little bit of a smudge mark on the back of her hair. But that's it. Nothing on the legs. Face looks fine. Fingernails looks alright. Yeah, nope, she looks perfectly fine overall. Yeah, there's a little bit of an indentation in the plastic on the hair. But that's on the back, so you're not seeing that anyways, as you'll be looking at her face on. So I'll leave that under the camera, out of view. And now we'll get on to the BearPanda. This one comes with a sleeve. Ooh, how premium. So you do make sure. I don't see anything on MFC about there being counterfeits of this. So yeah, although she does sell on MFC, sorry, on AmiAmi pre-owned at about 15 to 16,000 yen currently. So she has gone up in price in the aftermarket, which I think most people expected, since obviously you're buying quarter scale for less than 10,000 yen, and she sold out like really quickly. And then there was, I don't, even when she was got released, I don't think there's any in stock. So I think a lot of people kept their pre-orders. We've got this other insert. Oh, okay. So they saved a bit there by just not having a lid and having this sort of insert instead. And the sleeve was, I guess you would regard as your lid to seal her from the out of the rest of the environment. Looks like she's basically assembled already on the base. And really the only extra bits you get is the extra faceplate, and there should be a mask that she has as well. So should be alright. Now there's a hole. Some instructions for the different face that you can have, which I think is a following eyes option. We'll have a quick look at that. Some extras that they've included is like an ID card sort of thing. BearPanda ID card or flash card. I won't actually open that up. I'll leave that sealed, to be honest, because I don't think I'll ever resell her or anything. But yeah. Okay, any tape? Yep. So cut the tape open. Tape on the top. Nothing on the top. Tape on the side. Tape bottom here. Actually, I might leave the tape on one side so I can just pop it open on the one side, fold it like a book. I've been doing that more so with these, rather than lifting up the entire, rather than cutting both sides. I cut the one side so then you can open it up and then keep both sides together. Another tape at the bottom. Okay. There she is. Cover for the base. Cover for the latex. Ooh, that's stuck on. Okay, we get a peel. I think a lot of people enjoy peels. Is already attached again with a peel on each one of those. I just have to be a bit wary with these peels. If they pull any paint off. Yep, I thought. So I've got a bit of paint damage. Was that so stuck on there? Ooh. Nope, it wasn't paint jabber. It was some foreign object stuck to her ear under the tape. Okay, so that must have been in the factory. There's a little bit of paint transfer. It was something solid though that was stuck to the top of her ear. That's a little bit worrying. That buffed straight out with a little bit of tongue and finger action. Anyways, and let's get this tape off of her so we can. Here we go. So start from the face, and they've wrapped it around. Oop, that keeps her hair on. Fair enough. They wrapped the hair around 360, unfortunately, so that's always going to come off. Seems like, unless you're careful and catch it. But you've just seen a glimpse of how pretty much any figure that has a different face plates always has a hair partition that you change. She's got the standard eyes, I don't think. Oh no, these are the following eyes in this one. And then if you want her closed face, let's get this out of the way. What's this? And there's the face mask. Close this. So there. So this is the face that they got coming with it. So it's just a standard face with the mouth closed, with not the following eyes. So BearPanda, I think, is one of the newer manufacturers that are doing the eyes that follow you sort of gimmick. Well, it's not a gimmick, but there's different effects in terms of the following eyes and how good they are. And then there's the black face that you can see there. A mask that just goes on to cover the mouth. I'm going to keep her with this, I think, with the following eyes option. Ooh, there's a bit of tape residue. I have to take my glove off for this. So it looks like a bit of tape's left behind on the hair, and I pulled that off. If I can pull this off. Come on. There's a bit of tape here on the other arm. That didn't pull off. Bit of tape. Hopefully I don't do any damage to the hair. Scratch it all. Still there. Okay. Oh, and there's on this hand as well. Okay, now that's all the tape off. It comes with a lot of tape, so be a bit wary of that. Gloves will just help me to stop scratching her up or whatnot. Troubles of trying to do it with gloves, unfortunately. So, in terms of, I will change the camera angle, and as I'm talking about her quality from foot, we shall say, and then to head. So this will be a voiceover bit. In terms of her feet, obviously she's not wearing any shoes. They are sculpted individual toes, but I don't see any paint on the individual toenails. So that's maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a gloss. Maybe there's a simple gloss on each of the nails. Could be. Pretty hard to tell through the tights, but they do look pretty neat, well detailed in terms of each sculptor. Working, obviously she's got stockings on, as you can tell. The stockings on my one look perfectly fine. No flaws, no gaps or cuts or anything anywhere I can see. Working way up the legs. Their leg sculpt is very nice, very long legs. She's got very squat torso compared to the leg ratio, so she's definitely on the much taller, slender side. Working up to the hips, she's yep, the suit's very nice in terms of it. Obviously, the V section of the bodysuit itself, and the gloves and the positioning of the hand is properly seated on the waist, so there's no gap there that I can see. It's simple, obviously glossy black outfit, and then we cover the outfit and gloves. No defect in the outfit as that I can tell. She's a lot more glossy on the front of the outfit and on the gloves compared to the rear side of her outfit. Behind her hair is a bit more matte or satin, I would say, or matte subdued. So there's probably used some sort of gloss finish on the outfit and sprayed it from the front before attaching the outfit actually to her, I would say, as part of their assembly. Working up a waist to her stomach, there is definitely nice body sculpting in terms of the stomach and definition, muscular definition. Her back archway is well arched as well behind her hair, so it's pretty hard to see, obviously, because her hair is in the way. But the looking nice in terms of the back sculpt. The talking to of her hair, hair goes to red highlights at the ends, and pretty nicely detailed. Definitely looks perfectly fine, I think, especially for the price. You'll remember that this is a less than 10,000 yen figure if you pre-ordered her. Going up a bit more, the chest obviously is your big big main thing, and the outfit is not removable over her bosoms, that I can tell. I have heard people trying to cast off her. I probably wouldn't. It looks like they are potentially even bonded to her bosom. So if you don't want to damage her, obviously there is bumps for nipples being underneath the suit. So that's obviously a good, nice touch. They didn't leave it flat. But I don't think you can actually remove this from the outfit from the top to make her cast off, which is fine. She looks sexy enough in as it is. As you can from the side on view, she's obviously got very well endowed, and she's got a big archway. Armpit sculpt looks really nice. Going up to her neck, the chest, the shoulder blades are formed and look really nice. And then we come to the face. With the following eyes and the facial expression, she looks really nice as well. Again, with the red hair lights on the fringe, very nicely done. And then you go up to the ears, the bunny ears, just painted black. They're not no color difference, unfortunately, on the two sides of the ears. I would have liked maybe if they did like a silver or satin white or gloss white, maybe on the inside of the front of the ears instead, to at least give you a bit more of a higher, or even a red. To match the red highlights of her hair. That's it in terms of the overall sculpt of the figure. Talk a bit. Hopefully that was okay. Wasn't too long, hopefully, but she's very nice. As you can see, definitely, obviously, very nice in the chest area. Again, for 9,900 yen before shipping. She's well worth getting that, or even at the 15,000 yen, I think, which is half the price of a lot of freeing figures. Although a lot of freeing figures have obviously been binning in price since when they get released. Not all of them, but a lot of them have been, and they've been going down to like 20,000 yen. Still, this is still a bargain, and I would say definitely worth getting a hold of. And I'm looking forward to getting the other other BearPanda quarter scales coming out over the course of the next year, basically. So very nice. We'll now do a size comparison as well of her next to the other two quarter scales that I own from the other two manufacturers. So she is, I would say, the same height as the Azulane Taiho by my ethos. Not as tall as Shion, but Shion is basically one of the tallest characters that they've ever scaled. Two quarter scale, so Shion's practically probably the tallest quarter scale in existence, if not in the top three currently. I don't know of any other quarter scales that are actually taller than Shion. So in terms of that, she's perfectly fine. In terms of obviously painting quality, yes, it is more basic than the other two, than Freeing or Taiyo. The hair highlights on Taiyo, obviously you've got the similar red fringe on Taiyo and Konata as well. So obviously there's a bit more. I think the blending from black to red is a bit better on Taiyo's, but it's not too bad, or not too bad really at all. Again, you have to take into account it's the price. She's less than a third of the price of by either of them. So the hair shading on Freeing is going to be better. The suit shading is a lot better on Shion as well. And the purple's obviously very nice. Obviously, if they did black shading as well on the bunny suit on Konata, then I would expect the price to go up to about 15,000 yen anyways, as that was extra cost that I've put in. I think they just wanted to do a simple but sexy figure for a very nice price, a very good entry price for people to get and have quarter scales in their collection. So, to summarize, yeah, definitely worth it. My one came out perfect, apart from the odd few bits I thought of highlighted as part of unboxing her. But there's not really anything. There's a little scratch mark on the hair, but you're not going to see that. It's on the back. But again, the tights are perfect. A bit wider gap than on Shion's ones. Yes, no shoes, but that's fine. I think for the first budget quarter scale that we've ever had on the market, really, to be honest, quarter scale without going for like the really old freeing quarter scales that you see on the aftermarket pre-owned for like 12,000, 15,000 yen. Those are from like 6, 7, 8 years ago. So they're not very nicely detailed compared to like Shion, who's not just barely over a year old, a year and a half to 2 years old. So the sculpting, freeing have come a long way, but BearPanda definitely showing what you can get. Oh, I don't need these gloves on anymore. What you can get for your money, which hopefully this lights a fire on the freeing. And binding, I think, is all right because you're paying for the cast off, so that's fine for them. And they got 33,000 yen quarter scales that are cast offable as well, OC designs. So yeah, very nice looking figure though. I would say if you got her, congratulations. Definitely keep. I would say keep her, to be honest, unless you've just got no space. Very nice looking figure. 10 out of 10 for price of the figure. Paint job's very basic. And as I said, gloss to matte finished variants. It's probably one of the only major problems I have with the figure in terms of the paint quality. But sculpt wise, detail wise, is fine. Very tiny amounts of skin shading as well, forgot to mention. So apart from that, very nice looking figure. Comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this review and of the first quarter scale in the lineup of quarter scale figures. And I will look forward to doing the other BearPanda ones coming out into the future. And I shall hopefully catch you in another video this week of the AmiAmi figure pre-orders. And I'll start working on the other unboxing videos as well. Try and crank those out sooner, rather than 2 weeks from my previous, from my Taiho one to this one. It's been over 2 weeks, unfortunately. I apologise about that. Just stuff happened. Getting a bit lazy as well. Really should get them out of their box to put them on display, since they're fantastic. I love quarter scale figures. So thank you very much, and I shall see you in another video. Bye.